what's up, Branders? Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnaz.
And today in this Collectible Wars, we will be figuring out which one of these is best to get between the NECA Mothra Rodan or the MonsterArts Mothra Rodan.
Now, explain your thought process, Steve. Why are we doing one at a time? Why are we doing both at a time?
Because you can only buy this as a pack. So I feel like if we would done like Rodan versus Rodan, this Rodan wins because it comes with a Mothra.
Comes with an accessory.
Comes with an extra moth. So like you might as well buy this because you get both the figures instead of buying the one, because then you have to hunt down the other one. Vice versa, same with the Mothra. It comes with the Rodan. So it's a little... it is a clean-cut argument.
Yeah.
I feel like, but together, there's definitely a lot more debate. Also, me with my arm on here is super terrifying because everything's wiggling.
God.
And, yeah, there wasn't any extra options for him to be a little bit more supported on there. These guys aren't going anywhere, which is something that's nice. That Mothra's not really going anywhere either, but
Rodan's a 50-50.
Rodan's got some issues. But anyways, like we mentioned, you can only buy these in a pack. These two you have to buy individually. So, price point, I guess we'll start there for the first comparison. These guys are $104 on average. Depending on shipping, you're probably going to pay more or less.
How much did you pay for yours, Steve?
It was about 110. We'll say 115 through Big Bad after taxes.
Yeah. So $115 for that pair.
These are about $24 a piece. So you're looking at 48 before tax.
And you can pick them at your local stores.
Yeah, and these ones are more readily available. Like pretty much any Target, you should be able to find these things. There's also another version of Mothra too. There's a poster version if you want that to have a little bit of color variety with your moth. Well, these ones, while available stateside, you're more or less, you have to order these. Generally. Unless you're lucky enough to have a comic book shop that gets them in.
God, are we that lucky? No, we're not. No, we're not.
Yeah, nobody around here sells cool things like that. The only cool store, they only really do more vintage. Like, it's all stuff they get in.
Yeah.
So, like, if they got it in, sweet, but I'm, like, the only person in town that really collects the stuff, so... Or at least, that goes to that shop anyways. So, for the most part, NECA wins on the price, because they're like less than half.
It's like $60 cheaper.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah.
Next thing...
stands. I love stands.
I was going to say accessories, but yeah, stands. They all come with stands, so what's nice...
Hold up. This is where the argument's not fair. Because the MonsterArt comes with accessories, Steve.
Well, you get two stands instead of one.
No. I'm talking about like the Rodan comes with Mothra as an accessory, and Mothra comes with Rodan as an accessory.
Anyways. Moving back to the stands. As you can see, each one of them comes with the stand, which is nice. One thing I will point out is that these definitely don't wiggle as much on their respective stands. Now, granted, I'm using the attachment on here that I like better.
Yeah, that's not fair, Steve.
Which is the clam. And for the most part, if I'm going to pose Rodan on a shelf, I kind of want him like lunging at the monsters. So I want like claws out. Rodan's going to look like he's about to fudge up somebody's day. And you can do the same thing with Mothra, which is kind of nice. Like you get, with the Tamashiak stand, you get some posability. But what you don't get is a display base.
Which are kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like, kind of looks like the scene from the film. You got Rodan flying above it. Kind of looks sort of like the scene from the film. I would have maybe liked to see like a waterfall kind of thing.
Oh man, the poster version should have came with the waterfall. That would have
been kind of nice. But it just would have been nice to have like maybe like a water flow effect coming off of here. So just like when you had it from the front, like I'm not to say it has to be like grandiose and you have to have like all the sides, but just like something to give it a little bit extra
oomph to it.
Yeah, especially when you're spending the same price between the two. Like clearly the stands were definitely different. One thing I will say that's a negative about these though, and especially in Rodan's case, is Rodan's like 3 separate joints to get him in that position. As you can see, he's kind of leaning a bit. That's just the way the peg hole lined up for me.
You just gotta lean back, man.
Yep, just a bit. That's how everybody drives, right?
Yep.
Well, Mothra here definitely is the more sturdy of the two. On here, like it's only got the one part of the stand. But then again, and I'm gonna kind of be devil's advocate. I love the display purposes of these, but these kind of work as extra joints.
God, I hate you so much, Steve.
Well, it's like I can pose with these. I can't pose with these. Like, it's just like they get one flying pose. And for the most part, like, I can't really do, like, that's how Rodan flies with this.
But
I can't do anything cool.
You can literally shift a little bit up, a little bit down, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right.
I can move the wings a little bit up and down, but because of...
No, I'm talking about, like, the stands. Like,
a little bit up, a little bit down. Well, you get a lot of poses, but then I could put them on the same stand if I wanted to have them doing battle stuff.
No fan fiction, Steve.
But I love my fan fictions.
Yo.
Because Rodan got to get some, you know? That's the one thing I was like, we were making a joke when we were initially about to do the reviews. Is this Rodan looks like it's the female version for that one because it's the larger one?
Yeah.
Rodan's about to get some. So, like, I could be swayed either way.
No, I'm definitely 110% with NECA on this one because it's presentation, man. And this presentation looks amazing.
It's that's what I mean. It's presentation, but, like... Rodan be a teetering.
Yeah, you put him on another flying stand over there, that Rodan be falling off.
He was staying on, like, still decent. I still have the same problem. And you don't want to move too much with this Rodan sitting on that thing.
No, you put on the flight stand for the Monster Art, he'll do the same shit.
All right, hold on. All right, test time. Who will fall off first?
Uh-oh.
No, Arnaz brought it up. We're solving this problem right now. Whichever one falls off first is the loser. So I feel like it's about the same.
Don't break the stand.
I just want it to be upright. We gotta give Rodan. Yeah, I was gonna say it goes like that.
Gotta make sure you do it right at least.
All right, so you say it's about even.
Yeah, I said it's about even. 50-50.
About even. Double checking this one. Make sure it's on good before we get started.
Oh God. NECA one's gonna fall first.
Oh God!
Oh God! He's already falling.
He's already falling. All right, guys, stand.
Now you broke it. He was on.
Yeah, I was saying he was on it pretty decent. Now I'm having issues. All right. I think we're good. Ready?
All right. Jesus Christ! Somebody fall off. No,
this is a bad.
MonsterArts cheating.
All right, we're moving it back. All right.
This is crap. None of them are falling off. What the heck? NECA!
I feel like that's because it wasn't. It was the center of gravity.
No, NECA!
All right, I'll give it to you.
Jesus Christ! For once, not one of them wanted to fall off like that.
And the only reason it fell is because of the weight. So it's the way the stand was designed. Like, if it would have been in the center, I feel like it would have probably been the same thing. Because this one, it's sturdy at least. Like, that ain't going anywhere. But it's just like the weight. I wish like this would have been already attached and then this hooked into it. Would have made me so much happier. But again, Arnaz wins, so NECA wins. All right, now we'll go into detailing, which I guess we'll go over which one wins in both, and then that'll just kind of be the consensus between the two. Because again, we're kind of debating these as a pair, so you kind of got to go with each one.
Because I feel like each one of them has like one thing that's better than the other, and the other one has a thing that's better than the other one.
Yeah, because like for the Rodans, as you can see, NECA or the MonsterArts Rodan,
bigger.
Like the coloring, I like that it's red. It's like a dark red color, but you don't get the flame effects like you do on the NECA one. And the NECA one is a little bit more charcoal colored.
And I like that, actually.
It looks nice. Like, I think it's a nice contrast between the fiery reds towards the bottoms and in the crevices than what you get with just the standard red of the Rodan. Which is sad, too, because, like, the detailing is a little bit sharper on the MonsterArts, but because of the color variation, the details on this one just show up better.
Yeah, and that's the thing that's not... It kind of sucks that the paint job can ruin it.
Yeah, because, like, even with the MonsterArts, like, it's so hard to... Okay, you guys...
They're mating. Steve, yeah.
We gotta make sure this isn't kid-friendly. But for the heads, I just like the MonsterArts better.
Wins. Like it
right?
does. Like,
it's got a painted tongue. The eyes, like, it's got a pupil. I think the horns actually look a little bit more appropriate. And then you also get the articulation for the jaw. And that's kind of like moving on to the rest of this, too, is like the articulation for the MonsterArts is just superior in the end. Because granted, like, I see people complaining that you can't do this with the MonsterArts, but then again, like, why would I?
Yeah,
Like, if I'm buying it, I want it to be kind of outstretched, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a double-edged sword kind of thing because it looks cool, but then when you move the wings, it doesn't.
Yeah, then if it would have had joints, that's just more things to kind of over time just like bend down on the kaiju. So for the most part, like, I don't mind the wings like this. Like, it's sort of like how they do like Mothra, Batra,
Yeah.
the figures, and for the most part, I think this is the way to go.
This is the one figure that I don't want extra accessory or extra movements in the wings.
Yeah, it looks cleaner. Because even like initially when we got the figures out, like I kind of was like, oh, that ain't natural with the way the wings aren't attached to the kaiju. But like the NECA's not either.
At least like the whole tail butt thing looks better on NECA for me.
Yeah, it's like I lean towards the MonsterArts, but it could be both ways. It's just
I lean
essentially
more
the
towards
way
the
I'm just saying.
We
could-
NECA!
Both ways. So I guess the thing is, it's like, do you prefer paint job or articulation?
Yeah, because like it depends on like what you want more. Do you want to move your figure and inch it a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right every few weeks, or you just want it to look pretty?
Yeah, it's more or less like if you're fine with your Rodan like just flying on your shelf, this will do the job. If you want your Rodan to look like it's about to mess up somebody's day,
Hey,
kind of
he
want the
can't help it,
MonsterArts.
He's using roids, okay?
Right. But you got to figure like we'll split it 50-50. Like this is $50. This is $24. Yeah, it's kind of like I got to swing in the NECA for sure on this one.
I do like that MonsterArt is bulkier.
Yeah, it's like if they would have added the red, this wouldn't even be a discussion.
No, it wouldn't.
But because they didn't add the red, I just feel like, especially like even like the size too, when you look at it, it's not like this Rodan's much smaller than this one.
I just feel like they copped out because they made Rodan look a little redder than MonsterArts. They didn't want to put a paint job on there.
Yeah, it's kind of like you got like like they kind of like cheated a little bit. But again, still like this one, but I feel like the NECA one is just the superior one. Then again, like you don't have the articulated joint for the jaw, but because it does have the joint, you can swap with the heads. It just has a cleaner look. Like overall, like this has like less of the like less is more kind of thing with the detailing.
Yeah.
Because it has less articulation, it just looks a little cleaner on your shelf. But again, just buy this one. Now for the Mothras, I think it's a bit more of a debate. Because it's kind of like, where do you want your detailing more? Do you want it in the wings or do you want it in the body?
See, this is the one where I'm like sort of on MonsterArt board because the whole Mothra purpose is the wings, and which one looks better, Steve?
The MonsterArts.
Yes.
The MonsterArts. Like, I like the way the eyes look on the NECA. Like, overall, I like the paint job.
Yeah.
I think I like the design better, but it's just more vibrant.
It just pops out more.
Yeah, on the MonsterArts one.
At least in here. I don't know what it's going to look like on a camera, you know, but...
Yeah, but the body-wise, you definitely get a lot more of, like, the cream colors that you would have seen, like, that you see more in the film.
NECA did it right more. How about that?
Yeah, and then the eyes look nice, too. But then again, though, it's like, it's just one, it's like two colors, mainly for the body, while, like, this one is mainly two-toned as well. But you get, like, the antennas are a different color.
I don't know. Like,
well, this one,
I
you
like
don't.
the NECA's head better because it looks like it's more movie accurate. While the other one, that feels like it's just an actual moth bug.
Like, to me, like, because the way they painted the detail, like, they painted that, it makes the head stand out more.
Yeah.
On this one. Well, this one kind of like, when you're looking at it, I focus more on the wings for the MonsterArts one. Well, this one, like, I see all the paint job for these wings, but I focus on those stupid little antennas. Because it's, like, the thing that stands out the most in its area.
Yeah, when you back out, yeah. Because it stands out more than the wings do.
Yeah, because of, like, the color contrast in the body, the most vibrant thing is those antennas. Well, this one, it's like, I also just love that they got the fluff right there, though.
It is all about the fluff, man. The fluff.
And articulation, it's...
Same.
No, actually, you get... Like, these wings go all the way up because they're on a hinge. They're not on a ball joint. No, because they're on a ball joint. So you can only go as far as the ball joint. That being said, these already like don't really hold a pose very well.
There's issues.
Because of the weight, because these wings definitely weigh a lot more than these ones, which is odd because the Ghidorah, we had the opposite problem. Like the wings were way too heavy. So like this one over time is going to have more issues than the MonsterArts one's going to have. But then again, it's also the MonsterArts one.
Ooh.
Or sorry, the NECA one is definitely a much larger beast than the MonsterArts one. Even though the body's not that much bigger.
Man, it's all about the wings.
Yeah, I guess it's a decent size bigger now I'm looking at it more.
Yeah, it has a little bit more oomph to it.
So this is where I would be like, it kind of sways. But then again, smaller kaiju, we have to value him at the $50 price point. Are you better off just getting this at $23 or $24?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I can't decide. Because like I said, for me, it's the wings thing. But then you pointed it out, and now I can't stop looking at her face. Like, it stands out.
Right?
It really does. Like, I don't look at the wings. I look at her forehead.
So in terms of paint job, definitely in the NECA. MonsterArts, again, wins on articulation. But between the two, I still feel like this, at its price point, is still a better one. To conclude this, yeah, the NECAs just win.
Yeah.
Like, for the price point, it's not a vast difference between the articulation. You get, overall, I would say better paint jobs between the two. Like, again, the Mothras are pretty close. But the NECA one, I think I prefer in the end. Just because, like, I like the body coloring, but to each their own.
I feel like this is the one of the verses where it's just almost 100% on one side.
Yeah, it's really like the debatable part is the stance. It's the only like clear debatable part. Again, like you can pose with these stands, you can't do crap with these ones, but
Steve,
they look cool.
Who won?
I'm just saying, for me, I think it's a little more debatable. But it's like paint job. I gotta give it the NECA, which hurts, and then the articulation. MonsterArts is better, but it's again like 50-50. Debatable because less is more.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, you get more posability, but do you need it for the most part? Probably not. So, yeah, just go buy the NECAs if you're looking between the two.
It's easier to get a hold of. And by easier, I mean it would be cheaper to get hold of. The figure itself are cheaper.
Yeah, it's like Targets are everywhere.
Yeah. They're presentable as the figures, and they give you what you want.
Yeah, they still work with the MonsterArts, which is usually like the hard, like the tough thing. Because, like, none of the NECAs usually work really well with the MonsterArts next to each other. Because the only real things that, like, had comparable figures is, like, the Heisei Godzilla you could try to pose with some of the Heisei MonsterArts. But it doesn't look right. While these ones, I think, look fine next to the MonsterArts, Ghidorah, and Godzilla.
Yeah, you'll be good with this one.
So, save yourself $50 and just buy these. But what do you guys think? Have you guys picked up either of these sets? Which ones do you guys prefer? Let us know in the comment section below. And we also have an Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, and Facebook. You guys like to keep up to date with the channel and donate. Would greatly appreciate it. And help us defeat those kaiju by hitting that like button, subscribe, and come arrange the deal. See you guys in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.